Okay. Okay, I think you can hear me now, right? Can you guys all hear me? That was so weird. My settings that I normally use weren't working. Okay. Woohoo! Sorry about that, guys. Well, hello. How is everyone today? Sorry, I had to move it yesterday, and I super appreciate you guys being patient with me. I literally slept like all day yesterday and up until like noon today, and I'm finally feeling better. I think I was just quite a bit worn out. There's takes a lot to make CC. I work like it's surprising. I probably am working like 12 to 16 hours a day. So it's not an easy job, but that's neither here nor there because everyone's here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the game loaded, and I have something really sad that happened to me in The Sims yesterday. My sim tester, who I've been using for probably used the same lady for like uh maybe like a year now. She's kind of my sim self. I gave her like purple hair at one point because I'm never brave enough to like dye my hair purple or anything. But like it's basically my sim self. And uh, she turned into an elder the other day. I'm like, no, because I already feel old. And she was like wearing one of her like outfits that's like a crop top. But I left her an elder for now. But I thought it was funny. Okay, so let's see. We have Michaela's in here, Kymelin, Zazzy Kitten, Allie last is it Last Strange or Lestrange? I want to say Last Range only because I used to design antennas in my previous life, and so you test antennas on what's called anechoic range. So that's why I read it like that. But okay, so we have some exciting things for you today. I have some wedding stuff that I kind of showed. They're the market stalls. And then I also have a few things I haven't shown you guys yet. I actually made one of these, the set that I haven't told you about yet, like a month ago. And I just decided to wait and release it until the wedding stories came out. So here's my I had to change her outfit too to like make her more to the age. So yeah, this is her. Look at her. She's she's got like all she got all saggy, which is okay. That's what happens, but it was really funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it nice out. But oh, I want to go to seasons. So, I actually haven't played with the wedding set too much. I actually found it really hard to go and get to the world. I don't know if anyone else had that problem. I didn't watch like a ton of streams, so I kind of just played it for the first time on my own. And I didn't know how to get to the world. I don't know if anyone else had that problem either. But I thought it was kind of weird how hard it was to get there. Anyways, and then I realized that all of the new market stalls, except for the trailer one, you have no access to, which I thought was a pretty big bummer. So this is actually something I've wanted to do for a while, was to make these market stalls kind of cutouts. So these, I've done two so far. These are actually they're pretty complicated for me to do. Um, and I'm gonna go and kind of, let me just throw some wallpaper or something on here. I don't like that brick. I'll do this one. Okay, so these are pretty challenging for a few reasons. So first of all, you need to make sure that all of the interactions are still available when you open the stalls. You need to make sure it cuts out the wall properly, doesn't cause any routing issues, and the wall cutout is a big one. And then I'm very like particular So I went and I spent a lot of time making sure that these guys looked okay from the back, because you are going to be able to see the back sometimes. So I had to like create this kind of backside view so it looks okay, because the way the market stalls were, I can kind of show you if you guys want to see what the old ones looked like. They were meant to be cutouts, which is why they totally blocked them from you being able to use them in the world. Now, so with these cutouts, you can place them anywhere. I made sure that the night version of them works correctly. So let's just go ahead and hire some people so we can see this for ourselves. Gotta throw a door on here. This is gonna be the one thing you will have to do. The Sims do not spawn like inside of here, so they're gonna need to be able to route to the market stalls. So let's go ahead and hire some vendors. Now, if you do put these on a public lot, just like if you put them on other public lots, you won't have to hire someone. They should just come automatically. But when these are on public lots, they only stay open from, I think it's like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So there we go. Oh, dang it. This is one of the ones that was broken. I thought I updated this. So I promise you this is correct. These have been so challenging for me. Very challenging. So this actually should look like pepper. And I'm going to have to actually redo this because this is one of the problems it's having. I'll show you another one. These, I'm telling you, some of these things are more challenging than they look. So let me put some lighting on here. Man, I'm bummed. I thought I put in the correct version. I've been messing with these for a while. Oh, dang. The reveal wasn't as great as I thought. But anyway, so yeah, I will, of course, make this fixed. But so this is kind of what they look like. You can see you'll be able to decorate whatever is in behind it. And then we have this one too. So, and you can even create kind of like separate little areas. All they need is one tile footprint back here. So you can kind of make them as large or as small as you want. Christian says, sometimes even with my public lots, the vendors don't automatically spawn, even with Little Miss Sam's trait. So I don't know what Little Miss Sam's trait does, but I do know there are, so the way the market stalls are set up, they all kind of share one tuning, which is why you can't really make duplicates or other versions of the market stalls. And a lot of people, the way they end up accounting for this is that they override the market stall tuning, which is never a good idea because other people obviously like to use it. So I've spent so much time in the code recently. I actually found a way to add the correct market stall interactions with no overrides. So neither of these override, but they do have the correct features. So, oh man, I'm so bummed that this is showing up wrong. Of course I would never release it like this. I'll show you, I'm having one other issue I need to fix and I'll show you. But, oh no, and I have the old tuning. Okay, no, I have the correct tuning in here too. So you can see they can either buy produce, which this isn't on the ones in the world, but, was able to add like the regular order food. So you can see she can order all of the regular things here. And yeah, it works totally normal. Oh, don't slouch. You're not that old. But yeah, it just works normal. And what's cool, I love these little signs. I thought I might, be able to even like maybe separate these if you want. So you guys could build kind of your own world with it. But these actually they close at like 6 p.m. in the world. So they don't work at night. But with mine, they do work at night. So you can see they light up and glow a little bit. If this was the correct texture, those would glow too. But yeah, you can see like the signs light up a little bit. So does this one. And it's got some like shadowing here. So when you hire a vendor, which I can actually make, since I did do my own custom tuning, I can make the vendors either have a no cost to hire, or I can have them show up automatically too. That's really not a problem since I did my own tuning. But let's see, what are you guys saying? Yeah, I don't know what Little Miss Sam's lot trait does. But I can tell you if she has a lot trait and someone overrode them, that could be the issue as well. But yeah, but here is the problem that I'm like, have been banging my head over with. Let me put my light switch in here. So if you guys see, I'm using my Easy Peasy Lumen Squeezy lighting, and this is going to come up soon in a sec for the other thing I made. But you can kind of see through it anywhere, and I did that purposely just so they were easy to see because they get kind of hard to see this way. But let me go throw the light switch in there so we hide that. So this is the problem I'm having with the market stalls. Well, besides that texture issue, which I will fix. Let me go. There's the light switch. Let's make this hidden. Okay. So everything looks great, right? Mead, yeah, go ahead and ask your question. But as soon as I go to the second layer, you can't see inside for some reason. And this is something I've been debugging and it's driving me crazy. And you can't see the inside of the door either. And I don't know why it does that. So whenever I make something kind of like, I would not say fancy, but kind of like special use with these, I create the package files from scratch. So like all the settings I have to like manually add in so that it recognizes this as a portal and does the cutout and then do all the footprints and, you know, the rigs and interaction. So it's a lot of work, and I'm probably going to have to rebuild these again, especially like this. I wish you guys could see the real one, what it actually looks like. There, I'm going to pull up my window real quick so you guys can see. Let me show you this. Oops, wrong one. This one. Okay, so this is what it should look like. So I'll have to figure out why it's broken. But yeah, so it should have these little chili peppers. So I will, of course, get that fixed for you guys. And then, yeah, I think I know what this little weird problem is, because as soon as you go to the lower level, it's fine. But that is why I won't quite release this yet, just because I need to fix that. But hopefully, I think I'm only like a day away from finishing these. And then I also want to do the cake market stand. Now, let me see. Do you guys have any questions about how these work? So I could also put, the stalls normally come like this. If you all don't have city living, this is what a lot of the stalls look like, right? So they have kind of like these, like they have a little, I'm trying to think, little area that encloses it, a little building around it. But I thought this just would be cool, because then you can kind of build an outdoor market, or you know, you really don't need to put these against a wall. Like if you wanted to see, I told you it does work. Look, they're correct there. But like if you wanted to, you could even like just, I was actually looking on the gallery for a little bit of inspiration, and you could even build like little panels with this, or you guys do all the really cool stuff. So like you could use like pillars or whatever if you wanted instead to like kind of build a little area. And then I was also thinking, so these ones work pretty well with a wall. I really love the cake cutout. That cake cutout, it looks like, let me find it really quick. So the cake cutout is a really cool one. Oh, also, sorry, one sec. Did you guys know that there are freaking hot air balloons in this world? Hello? these are so cute. I especially love the colors on these. I don't know if anyone else is planning on doing something with them, but I was like, these would be so cute to maybe have like a little NPC like in here. And I thought it'd be cool if you like could do like a little rabbit hole, something like that. But yeah, these are something that are in there. But here, let me show you what the cake cutout looks like. So the cake cutout is really cute. If any of you who use Windows Sims 4 Studio, this is a cheat. You can do Control-Shift-C or Object dash Preview. I see a question asking about a tuning tutorial. And yes, I do need to do a tuning tutorial soon. I plan on it. I need to figure out a good way to do it. So object preview is really nice because you don't have to clone items to look at them. You can just come in here. Oh, so I guess I'm going to show you a few different things here. This is so cute. Okay, but it doesn't light up. So wasn't planning on showing this, but I plan on, I was working on this to make it light up at night and do kind of like, they're called scrolling lights when they kind of move around. What were you nostalgic for The Sims 2 for? Okay, so this is what the cutouts look like normally before I edited them. See how they kind of have like a wall around them? These actually weren't easy to edit. The Sims, these are, I mean, I know a lot of people are complaining, but these objects were kind of sloppy. I was a little bummed to see. Like, for example, this is me getting nitpicky. I'm sure you guys don't care, but see this texture right here? This is flipped. This should, whenever you see this like white patterning here, that should be on the outside. This is facing the wrong way. This is facing the wrong way. They should look like this. And then, yeah, there was just a bunch of, like, it's missing a bunch of stuff. I don't know. So I had to spend time and, like, and if you see here, it's missing this, like, back bar. And that's why I spent so much time on these, making sure that when you look at them from the back, right, like, this has a whole back side. So you're not going to have, like, any weird cutout stuff. Yes, I know that it's so weird this doesn't light up. So yeah, I was going to light up with this, or make this light up. But I will say I don't really love the base of this. I don't know what you guys would want for a base instead. Michaela says that they'd be cute as toys for kids too. Are you talking about the hot air balloons? I was thinking they'd be cute as like a mobile as well. Like a mobile, like above cribs or something. Okay, so this is the market stall cutout for the cake one, which is like my favorite. But this is actually what I was wondering for you all. So I can do I'll probably do a cutout just like I did the other two. Of course, I need to come in here and like make sure, because you also need to like orient it correctly so it sticks far enough into the wall and far enough out. Whoever, you guys don't care about the details, you just like the stuff, so I won't focus on that. But I was thinking I could even make these shelves empty so you could kind of decorate with whatever you wanted, or I can leave this stuff in there. This little tray thing is really cute, I thought too. Marzi, so I didn't play TS2. I played The Sims 1 when I was like 10, I think. I remember our neighbors burned it on a CD for us. And then I think I played a little bit of Sims 2. And then that's when I got to high school and I had a pretty crazy, hectic, lots of stuff going on in my life in high school. So I didn't play. And then missed all of Sims 3. So, Christian, I can make the market stalls I make auto-employed. I probably won't do an override for all of them just because that's not really good practice. But I can at least the ones I make be auto-employed. Also, a lot of you are asking me about this little wedding venue, right? With these little cutouts in here. So I am going to grab these cutouts. You can't see them here because of the glass. I can kind of show you really up close. So I will get those out, and I'll also, I think, grab this sign and make it available for you. But the bummer is none of these have correct mapping for what's called specular and normal, and those actually make an object look really realistic. So I was hoping I'd be able to get them from the cast items, but right now Sims 4 Studio is broken with casts. So I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Also, this sign is so cute. Does it? I haven't seen this in the world. But anyways, so yeah, that is. I'm just looking through. Also, guys, I was playing around. Oh, I haven't even talked about the buffet. Little Dika's here. Hi. Little Dika, I was telling them about all my problems I'm having with the cutouts. He was trying to help me figure out what was going on. And all of a sudden, this weird stuff is happening, which Little Dika can testify this was not happening for me before. But, okay. So let's move on because I spent a lot of time on those. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is let's talk buffet tables. So you guys all know I have those buffet inserts, and I haven't used them for a while. It sounds like I was talking to JC Sims, who's an awesome content creator, and he says they still work fine. I made these a long time ago. Now, the big problem with these buffet inserts, they were so hard to do. I had to let me show you guys why they're so hard so you can understand, because I've gotten so many requests to update these, and the reason they're difficult is because, hold on, I'm pulling it up to show you. Okay, this is why they're difficult. So, these, I had to go through and map out the size of each of the different plates and how they would fit together and all of these different orientations. And then I had to find their XY position and then about a 90 degree, rotate some 90 degrees. So I couldn't really just do it randomly. But so that's why I kind of was limited to I could go back and choose one by one recipes to go into them, but I wanted to do something a little bit different for this. So what I ended up doing is, I think I tagged them cafeteria, or no, buffet. Now I'm going to see all my other buffet stuff. God, I hope I put them back in. Let me see. If I didn't, I can pull them up in Sims 4 Studio. So I found, oh man, maybe, what was it, catering? Did I forget to put these back in? Gosh, dang it. It's my fault. All right, I'll have to throw those in at the end. But basically, there were these old buffet tables from Sims 2 and Sims 3. I'm pulling them up on the internet to show you. I'm sure you all know. Little Dika actually was the one who suggested this. So, okay, so I saw something maybe something like this, where there's kind of some lifted areas that you could go put the stuff on. And then there was actually this really old one. Yeah, I thought these ones were really cool. I for sure want to do one like this, especially for the Filthy Fabulous. I'm this is such a great buffet table. But so I was doing all of these different raised versions for the buffet tables, and gosh dang it, I swear I put that in. Let me look. Did I take it out? No, I have them in here. Okay, they are in here. All right, so let's look. I just named it something else. There we go. Okay. No, I didn't. What did I call this? Oh, okay. I cloned a bookshelf. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, here we go. All right, so obviously these legs are not in the right spot, so I was kind of like just testing this in theory. So I thought it might be cute to do a buffet table, and this is a cake stand from one of the cakes, and there's no drop shadows or anything on here yet. But I thought it'd be cute to like do maybe like 3 little stands, and right now you can see I did this little. I think this is right. So I'm going to make it kind of like the other buffet tables where she'll stock it. But yeah, they're going in the wrong spot right now. But obviously they'll be placed around the table. And then I think I'll make this smaller so it can hold like a roast chicken. But then I'm also going to do like food themes, kind of like I did with the buffet table. So I'll do probably all the same ones I did, you know, like a dessert one, all of that. Now, I also didn't know, because there are some really like perfect catering tables already. I think, let's see, they're called Dressed Up. So this is one I was working to make base game compatible, but I'll probably also clone these ones, because they're just perfect, especially because with these ones, you can kind of do this little kind of corner thing with this. But I think I'll go ahead and add like just a catering option, make a clone of these and add a catering option, or not catering, but like a stock option. And then I also was I loved the new cake stands they made. So what I did was, what did I call it? Sorry, I hope I'm not going too fast. I feel like I'm talking so quickly today. There's just so much to cover. Oh, that's what I called it. Whenever I'm in this testing mode, you guys never see this pun, but I actually have a bunch of templates I made for myself, and I called Keep It Simple with, I think it's normally a capital S, like S for Sims. My little pun. So I also separated this. It's also really too big, I think, for food. But I thought if you wanted to, you could, I could make these separate so you could put them on any table. The only thing with that is then you'd kind of have to go one by one and stock these. I forget, one of those interactions doesn't work. Oh, that one does. Yeah. So you could go through and like stock these. I'd make them smaller, obviously. So I don't know. Let me know your preference. I'll probably make, like I said, make these catering tables either way. I don't know. I'll probably end up doing all variations. So, yeah, you could choose what food goes into the centerpiece if you wanted. Like once these are spawned, you can totally like just move these around too. I guess these just kind of help them being spawned, right? So you can put them anywhere. Marzi, thank you. Yes, I do. I love the details, so I spend a lot of time making sure these work properly. But okay, so now here's what I'm like most excited to show you. So this is something I worked on for a while, and Lil Dika is not. He always makes me so motivated to make my own meshes, and then I just realized I'm not great at making meshes, and now I'm like always ashamed that he's on here and I didn't make my meshes. But this is what's really cool. So I made these a while ago, and these kind of work similar to the easy peasy lights I did. So you can see here we have some fireworks. Okay, so we just place these wherever we want. This is the controller box, just like, you ignore the footprints, all this isn't done. But, so kind of like the Lumen, easy peasy Lumen squeezy, this is going to control the visibility of these guys. And then we have some dancing floor visual effects. So I want to do, okay, sorry, let me focus my head. I'm all over the place. So what I'll probably do is make like an actual object with lights for these. But let me show you what these do. I think these would be perfect for not only pictures, but for the dance floor. So let's look at the dance floor one first. So we can, and these came from like a ton of different places. So I went through, I have like a whole list of like 30 VFX I wanted to add to this. So check this out. So these are going to be something you can like put on your dance floor, or if you want to just like take photos for like an ambiance, you can do that. So you can do multiple ones. I love these like star ones. I think they're so cute. But these would be great for dance floors. These don't interfere with anyone. Twinkle's a little bit different, but kind of like the stars. And then let's see, there's snow. And these are only the ones I've put in. At the end, I can pull up my full list of them. There's like a ton of them. And then what's cool too is you can put as many of these as you want. So if you want to like mix and match. So let's go here and grab another one. And they have these cool ground lights too. So look at this one. See all these like lights on the floor? And what's cool is you can go here and you can hide all. Oops. Oh, that shouldn't have done that. Well, I need to make sure I got that right then. I haven't played with these in a while, actually. But, so, yeah. So you can kind of, like, mix and match with these. And this one has, like, shapes. Or if you want to do, like, 2 style lights, you can do that. Or, like, snowflake decal. So, yeah, there's a ton of options with these. And I think these will just be, like, really cool with this dancing one. Or dancing with the wedding pack. And these aren't all of them. At the end, I'll pull up a list and I can show you what they look like. But then also what I thought would be really cool is some fireworks. So there's like a ton of fireworks in the game and you have to buy them. And they only go like one at a time. So I was like, well, let's fix that. Let's make some fireworks. So there's like tons of fireworks options. And there's actually a new weddings one, which I'll have to add. But these loop forever. So these will go as long as you want. Now that kind of is getting in the way, but we can go this way. So I thought these would be good for photos. Now, the bad thing is, well, it's not necessarily bad thing is, but these are visual effects. And with all visual effects, you cannot scale these down. So these are the size they're going to be. So you're not going to be able to like fix this or make them smaller. So you might be able to like, I don't know, you guys all get creative. You guys will probably be able to like put like a deep hole in the ground if you want them smaller. But like, look how cute that is. So I thought you could just do, throw these into the background of your photos. But yeah, these will just like keep looping. So it's not like if you're having the fireworks, they last such a short amount of time. So I thought this would be, like I said, just great for photos. You'll want to make sure to like obviously turn them off if you are going to, you'll just want to turn them off, not just like leave them running forever. And yeah, so there's a bunch of other ones I have on here. Let me try and find my full list of them. It's been a while since I did this. Yeah, I made these like a month ago and I was like, these would be perfect for weddings. So let me pull up my list and I can show you real time what the other ones. I haven't added them all in because, oh gosh, I hope you guys can't hear my computer. It sounds like a jet taking off right now. All right, let me see. Okay. So the cool thing with visual effects is that they're actually all base game compatible. So that's why I was able to do this because, all the effects are base game compatible. So, okay, I'm having trouble finding there's also some like dry ice ones. I'll have to look. Anyways, there's a ton. There's like dry ice. There's fireflies I have, which I thought were so cute. I think these do have sound effects. If you want, here, let me make sure I do not have any other sound playing. It's so weird, guys, because I'm like a very, I forget the word. I'm very sound sensitive, like really bad. And I cannot have the game sound playing. But let me see. Let me try and turn this on for you, so you can hear. Yeah, it's funny. I only play the sound at the end when I'm like double checking that everything works properly. So I hope this doesn't have any looping issues, feedback issues. If it does, let me know. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Let's see. Yeah, can you guys hear that? It looks like you can. So yeah, these do have audio effects. I don't think the other visual effects do. So hopefully you guys can hear this. Marcy's asking if you can place the dance floor on the ice rink. So yeah, that's the other question I wanted to ask you. So let me go ahead. And I'm going to turn the audio back off so there's no feedback issues. So some of these visual effects did come from the ice skating rink. Now, if you don't have the ice skating rink, the visual effects I made do also have 2 sizes. So this is what the rinks look like. And I actually wanted to ask you guys about this. I had asked my sister if she does more outside venues or inside venues. And she said she does mostly outside. So this is what I was thinking of. Instead of having those little objects on the floor, I could do something like this, which is actually a visual like effects machine. And so I was almost thinking it'd be cool to like kind of grab these lights out and make almost like a covered area. And actually, if you guys look at the stage, which is a real bummer, that the stage from... Okay, I'm going to reload my game real quick so I can put this in here and show you. The stage from... Hi, Barbara, thank you. The stage from Summer of Sessions, you guys don't have access to it in the game, which I think is such a bummer because it's really cute. So let me find that really quick, what I did with that, or my idea with that. So yeah, do you guys do, while I'm loading this, please tell me, do you guys do more indoor weddings or outdoor weddings? And like the dance floor, there's like an invisible dance floor, or like I wanted to do like lights overhead. My brain is like a million miles a minute. I apologize. Let me see. Okay. I have so many work in progress folders. It's out of control. Where are you? Stage. What did I do with you? All right, I'll just make a new, I'm going to show you guys real quick how to do this. I'm going to make a clone real quick for you. Okay, so if you don't want to wait for my stuff, you want to check out the other items. Whenever you guys can't see something into the game, but it's in debug, like there are some items that are totally you can't use them even when you do BB show live edit objects on. And let me show you how to fix that. So this is the stage, and this is what I was thinking would be a great alternative for let's do Summer of Music stage. Like especially those heart things too. though that cute heart thing, you won't be able to use it. So the first thing, if you want to be able to see something in game, now you're not probably going to be able to use it, but if you just want to be able to place it in game, just come in here and give it a name. You need a name so you can search for it. Description, just add in whatever. I'm just going to give it a price of 10. Tags is really important, otherwise it won't show up. It'll automatically say debug. So let's just go to decorative. And we'll do lawn ornament, sculpture. And then last, probably most important thing over here, object catalog. And see this right here? See how it's AB0? That's what's preventing you from seeing it. And this actually might not, this one you might be able to see with live edit objects on. I'm not positive. But anyways, just change it to 80. You'll be able to see it. So let's load back up the game. Okay, so I see you guys are saying, let's see. Marzi, all of those effects, you'll be able to put them, and I think right now I only showed you guys 5 effects there, but I actually have a whole list. There's going to be like 30 effects on this. So I have fog effects. There are actually some effects that are good for like backdrops. They're like rainbow backdrop things. They're so cute. Fireflies I thought were really cute. And yeah, I have a whole list, so I'll show you all of them once I get there. And so I see you guys are normally doing, but as I was saying, you could use them anywhere, so you don't have to use them with the dance floor. So they work really anywhere. Barbara, I'll make sure to mention which ones look like strobe lights when I replace them. My brother actually has epilepsy really, really bad. And it was interesting for me to learn out. There's like tons of different kinds of epilepsy. And his is not, he actually has an implant. I think it's like over his heart, but goes to his nerves. Like when he's having a seizure, we can like put this little magnet thing over his chest to help stop them. But most people with epilepsy aren't light sensitive, like aren't impacted by strobe lights. I thought that was really interesting to learn. Anyways, so the problem with taking stuff like this with the lights is I always worry, I'm like, is this going to be the right size for people? How would I attach it? I start thinking like too technically. And I'm like, well, so how would I attach these to like, you know, would I include the post or would I just make it so the lights are there? The one problem with the visual effects is the visual effects actually, they're generated from the ground. So, meaning like if I did do an item like this, I would have to limit the height it could be placed at. So that is one thing to just consider. But I think I'll do something either like this, or I thought the stage would be perfect if I just pulled out the top parts of the stage. Little Dika, don't hate me. He's always like, I want you to make your own objects. And I actually showed him, if you guys didn't know, like all of my initial objects, like when I first started making CC, those are all hand meshed completely from scratch. But I'm a coder, so I like doing stuff, doing the coding part. Nikki 90. So I just take things from the game and mesh them together. It's not that simple. I mean, each one of these probably took me 8 hours to edit. I worked 2 days on these. So, I mean, it's called Franken-meshing. I like doing it just because I ended up going more towards this method just because I found it easier to make Maxis match objects versus my own textures. So, but I mean, all my old stuff, like I made so much stuff from scratch in the beginning. I just don't love the way they were textured is all. But anyways, so I was thinking I could just pull like these lights or these rods that kind of hang from the ceiling and make this so the VFX would play wherever these are. Also, I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but look how cute this is. I think these are maybe like their signatures or something. Little heart and stuff. But I was also thinking I really do like this texture. I was also thinking maybe I could pull that out and make that a dance floor too. But I don't know, so I kind of kit bash with the synths. I'm not really sure what that means, but sure. I don't know what kit bashing is. No idea. But yeah, but see, then with this, you'd either have to use this outside or be like limited to the inside, what height you could place it. Like I'd essentially have to make kind of like how the ceiling lights, you have a short, medium, tall. I'd have to do that just because the visual effects are grounded on the floor. So you can't just like all that. I mean, that's why I made these VFX things on the ground. Yeah, so here's a large one, and here's oh, that's the large one. This is the small. They're pretty big. But yeah, I have a other one in here that I don't have in here for testing. That was like a backdrop visual effects one. So it like, it just makes like a wall of effects, and there's a bunch of ones with that. I wish it was in here. But yeah, so these ones and the fireworks have to be grounded against the ground. The other ones actually come from the ceiling, so they're just like in different places. But yeah, so I think that's about all I have for today. Oh, let me show you. Okay, so sorry. This is how my mind works. I try not to be a little bit more organized here, but also, so this is more, this is the kiosk I showed you guys last time, that I was using for, I'm switching modes to Filthy Fabulous real quick, part 2, which, by the way, guys, I think part 1 is public. I think it was public yesterday, but this is what it looked like last time I showed you. So what I actually did is I finally, made a little full-size kiosk here. And I want to show you, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on this side. I was thinking I could either make a bulletin board or like a public phone. On the other side is the map. This map is going to let you travel for a small cost. And then we have the window here. So let's go and test this guy out. It's like a camp ranger. Okay. So you can so the travel interaction, is available at any time. Oh, and you can see it. I also added some. You can see here I have Buy GeekCon shirt, Buy Festival t-shirts. I'm going to put those in a different place, but I thought it'd be cool to be able to, sorry, I keep hitting my microphone, to unlock furniture here. But so you can travel, and it costs 20 simoleons, and this can be done any time of the day. And, oh, she was skating. So she just comes over here to the map, looks at it, and then this is just like a simple travel interaction. So, but it costs 20 simoleons, just kind of like you're taking the bus. Michaela, yeah, I will do on a window version as well, but I wanted a standalone kiosk too. This is some of my cheating stuff and testing stuff in here, so ignore that. So you can purchase items from here. And the items I'm going to have for purchase are, I think I have most of them in here. I didn't want like a ton of stuff. Someone asked for postcards. I have those, but I also have some like common tools, these sprays. I wanted to make sure you guys could buy some of these like guitars that were, because the ones you go fishing with are like really high quality. So these are like all of the cheap guitars. What else did I have in here? Oh yeah, just like the waterfall in the bottle, that kind of stuff, and seeds. But then also I had showed you guys last time that I made like the cleaner so you could repair furniture. I don't know if I have that stuff in here. But I also have some single-use items like breath spray, deodorant, all of these are like single-use items. And I was going to make those. Yeah, I don't have them in here. So all of those other items I make will be available here. But then also what people really wanted with this, and she doesn't have any items I can sell right now. So I'm just shift clicking on her, and then I'm going to add objects to Sims inventory. Now be careful when you use this because it puts a ton of objects in here. like a lot. So just be careful. But you guys all asked for the ability, because when you go and craft stuff, you have to either go to the cottage living world or do a craft sales table. So this gives you the option to sell. So she's just going to go up to the table or the kiosk window and kind of look around or talk to them for a second. And then she can sell a bunch of this stuff. So I'll make it so you can kind of filter these too. But yeah, these, right, she doesn't have any craftables in here, but you can sell craftables. And I was thinking it would be cool for this to either do, like, maybe do certain days where stuff sells higher, or like lower, kind of do like a fluctuating price. And yeah, tell me what other items you guys want sold with this. And the cool thing with this is, unlike the markets are staffed by NPCs, but I wanted this to be like, you don't have to deal with any NPCs. It's very simple. But let's see. So you can see at night, it lights up too. So I made like the little sign light up, this light up. But then also I didn't make this closed forever or open forever. So I think I put this in here to test, to turn off. So you can see it closes this little thing. And when it's closed, yeah, you can see it opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 3 a.m. So, excuse me. So you'll still be able to travel. These items I'm testing, so ignore those. But you won't be able to do any of these. And as you see, she can haggle and stuff. But so yeah, between 9 or 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. it'll be closed. So you won't be able to order from here, but you will still be able to travel. So yeah, you can see, oops. Yeah. So yeah, this is what it'll look like. I actually need to turn off the light map for that. But yeah, this is what it'll look like when it closes. But yeah, it's just a simple object, and I wanted something that could like be used, not just, this was intentionally or originally intended for Filthy Fabulous, but I think it has lots of uses outside of that. So I made it kind of like a generic looking thing. Marzi, I think you asked this somewhere else. You're asking if it was possible to create something that charges you money to remove an item. How do you mean remove it? I thought you wanted it to charge you. Oh, like a mattress or trash or something. Yeah. I'm doing this. I'm looking through all of your questions just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so I think this is it for now. I have obviously a lot to do, so I probably won't release any of this today. I really try not to release stuff last few days of the month, just because of the fact I don't like people to try, come to Patreon and subscribe on the last day, because then you get double charged. So I probably won't be able to release anything today, but definitely on either tomorrow or the day after, I'll at least get the wedding stuff released. Also, Ryan, do you see that, Ryan? I love how that's spelled. Think being able to buy barks in the stalls would be neat. Okay, yeah, I like that idea. I'll do that. And yeah, someone said for a postcard bulletin board for like job postings. I was actually thinking of creating I actually already started making a public phone, which actually works. And I was thinking I'd put a slot so you could either put the phone or a bulletin board here. So either one. But, well, thank you guys all so much for coming. I think that's all I have for today. I'm going to get back to work now. But I really wanted to show you all this work in progress. Let me know, even if you are watching this later, if you guys have suggestions, especially for wedding stuff. Like, I want to make a bunch of hanging light stuff, but it's hard to know how to attach things, especially if it's going to be inside or outside. And then for sure, let me know if you guys want these like pre-decorated. Actually, real quick before we end, let me go into Blender and show you guys what I was thinking. Oh, Michaela, yeah, I can show you guys the phone. It's not really anything special right now. Where did I put it? If only you guys could see my folders. A hot mess. Hi, Gwenny. Dag dag. All right. Let's see if we know where these are. Open. My work in progress folder is out of control. Where did I put that? I'm hiding my folders from you guys so you don't judge. So sorry, the screen's a little bit boring right now. Where the heck did I put that? Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's really simple. I mean, it's just like this. I just basically took the payphone out of the red box thing, and I wanted to create maybe like a little thing to put around it, and I want to light these up as well. But I wanted you to be able to place it anywhere and have a cost. And then I did do animation, so they're actually going to be able to take take this phone off of there, and they'll actually hold the payphone in their hand while they're chatting and talking to people, and then it won't be on here anymore. So, but I mean, like I said, I kind of more enjoy the tuning, so I didn't make anything custom for this. I just kind of Franken-meshed that one. But then, okay, I need to go through my folders. I'm hiding my folders from you. Okay, this is, oh, it's under wedding. Blend. Banquet, okay. Oh goodness, which one is it? This one? Nope. I have so many. Okay, this is kind of what I was thinking. Here we go. So, sorry, I'll try not to make you sick. So I was thinking I could do like, you know, these are sized down a little bit. Obviously, I would, this has no shadowing here, so I could kind of just show you. It'd have like a little bit of shadowing on the table. And I was thinking like, it'd be cool to have like a little bit of variation, you know, stylized ahead of time. But let me hide these. You know, something like doing this guy. Let's see. You know, doing something like that. You know, I thought might be cool, but I didn't know if you'd want like, oops, no, we only want 3. You know, this is kind of like more of the standard Sims 3. So I didn't know if this is kind of something you'd want, or if you'd want kind of like, this is where I started getting too much in my head, because then you could go with like a shabby chic kind of look, and I could do like this, and then like a wooden one, and then different colors. So then that's why I started playing with being able to put these items by themselves. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking for the catering table. But so yeah, if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. I'll probably get the market stalls and at least a basic catering table out first. And I mean the VFX stuff, I did it like a month ago, so I need to go back and like make sure it's all, you know, good to go still. But that's basically done too. So I should actually have a lot coming out this week. And I will leave you with something. Next week, make sure you tune in. I'll probably be streaming on like Friday instead. I have been working on a collaboration set for 6 months. I'm not kidding. 6 months. And it's a surprise. I haven't shown anyone. It's been totally under the wraps, and it's coming out in 1 week. So just keep your eyes tuned, and that's going to be out for everyone at the same time. So yeah, I have lots of cool stuff coming up, but obviously lots of work to do. So I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for being flexible and hanging out with me on Monday instead of Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful beginning of your week. And yeah, I will make sure to read through all of the comments if I missed any. And yeah, just thanks for being here. I love you guys and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.